Howdy folks, Bairdos here with a breakdown of this month's login campaign. A bit later than intended, so apologies if, unlike me, you've already spent the majority of your points, but hopefully for those that haven't, this will help out. So let's get right into this full to the brim month. Firstly, in the background you are witnessing my first foray into Dynamis Divergence. It's very much enjoyable. Secondly, dates. This has been running since the 10th of May and you can earn points up until Japanese midnight on the 2nd of June. You can redeem said points all the way through to the same time on the 9th of June. Which, bear in mind, if you leave it until the 7th-ish, that's when they announce June's login campaign, so you can see whether it's worth keeping any points or not. So, worth keeping that in mind. Anyway, on to what you can get for your points. So, for your 10-point category this month, we have all the usuals. So I'll do very little with them. We have the Beastmen's and Kindred Seals, Kindred's, High Kindred's and Sacred Kindred's Crests, the Battlefield entry items in the shape of the Cordial Invite, the Martial Ball Invite, the Training Grounds Key, the Mercenary Camp Entry Slip, the Pest Repellent, and the Athena Orb. All of these get you entry to random battlefields with nothing special for them. There's also the now 3 outfit items in the shape of the Cracked Nut, Pungent Powder and the Pungent Powder 2, as well as the usual 3 items used to make the 95 cap fight extremely easy, the Seasoning Stone, the Fossilized Fang and the Fossilized Bone. If you want any info on any of that, just ask me in the comments below and I'll get back to you with whatever you're after. Right, on to the other stuff. For 100 points, we have the old faithful skirmish pop items in the form of the Mog Coupon IS1, which can be turned into a faithful's torso or legs tier 1 piece, or any visage tier 1 piece, be that Rala, Sirdas, Rakaznar, or Yorcia. There's also the Odamon items here for adding to a skirmish pop to make it an Alluvion skirmish pop. Next, we've got the Abisu Fishing Rod Quest Bait, Drill Calamari and Dwarf Pugo. I wouldn't waste any of my points here personally. You get plenty of them from your mod garden without needing to try. Then we have the Astro Cube for those that want to sit chair on thin air. Far Eastern Hearth is also available. This looks lovely and homely and is shown in Bairdos' Mog House on screen just now. This takes up 5 squares by 5, gives 1 storage, and gives Mog Enhancement skill gains, which in current Final Fantasy XI isn't a whole lot of use. Next we have some level 1 armour pieces in the shape of the Lycopodia Mask and Corrigan Mask and Suit. The Corrigan Mask gives a random Mandragora or Corrigan costume effect. The Corrigan Suit dispenses a random Corrigan related item drop, but I don't believe it can dispense anything pleasant like a Chlorus Bud, sadly. If it did, this would be worth getting. And the Lycopodia Mask can be synergized with another Lycopodia Mask to make a +1 that also bestows a costume effect. Joining these level 1 armour pieces is a level 1 weapon in the shape of the Excalibur, which when synergized with another gives the Excalibur 2, with the weapon-specific weapon skill of Knights of the Rotund. Nothing really out of all of these are really worth grabbing, unless you're planning on running some low-tier skirmish soon. Yeah, nothing else is worthwhile. The 100-point category, however, is also where you'll find a whopping list of 23 trusts available. But, as it's 23, I'm going to do my usual trust breakdown of them in another video to be released in 30 minutes from now. That'll card right about now for you, and also link it in the description. So if you want to check that out, please do. So moving on to the 300-point category, we have the return of the Crab Mount, who is scuttling around on screen just now. I do appreciate the scuttling. There's also another trust, who again I'll cover in the previously mentioned trust breakdown. We also have 2 more level 1 items in the form of the Fire Tongue Sword and the Cumulus Mask. Both can be +1'd, with the sword gaining additional effect fire and also a 10-minute recastable enchantment of fire. The mask gains the ability to teleport you to just outside the Risenjima Sanctorium, which could be quite handy depending on what you need to do. The final items in the 300 point category are the Rem's Tale chapters from 1 to 5, these being used to upgrade Artifact, Relic and Empyrean armor to its level 109 stage. We have one sole 500 point choice this month, and it's a new mount, this being in the shape of a Kuro mount. As you can see on screen, this looks pretty damn cool. Now where's my Lynx variant? I want the red one. Moving swiftly on to the 750 point category, we have the 3 items required to make the galley kitchen, which is again being modelled on screen by our lovely Elvan model. These 3 items being the kitchen brick, the kitchen stove and the kitchen plate. These don't take a lot of synergy skill to create the galley kitchen, so can be done by complete noobs to synergy. But as the individual pieces cannot be sent via delivery box, you do need to collect all the pieces on the same character prior to synergizing this. Once the galley kitchen is made though, this can be delivery boxed to whoever you want to have it on the same account, obviously. I personally very much like mine. It adds something extra to my mockhouse. Next, the biggest waste pick going remains in this category, the Moat Carp Creel. Unless you need this for the Mod Guarding quest, do not waste your points here. Honeywine, Beastly Shank and Blue Pondweed are here as always. These are used to spawn Fafnir, Behemoth and Adamantoise respectively. Next up are 2 fishing quest items, these being the Brigand's Chart and the Pirate's Chart. The Brigand's gives a 3-minute quest which seems to have the goal of getting a penguin ring out of it. The Pirate's Chart on the other hand gives you a 10-minute fight against 3 NMs that can use 100 fists, with a low chance of getting a Mercurial Kriss as the reward. That's a dagger. Both of these charts restrict your job level to 20 when you are dealing with the quest, so do plan accordingly if you're gonna go ahead and grab these. And rounding out the 750 point category, we have the 6 to 10 versions of the Rem's Tale chapters, these being used to take your level 109 Artifact, Relic and Empyrean armor to level 119. I'll remind you just now, these chapters can also be purchased for 15,000 sparks each, so I wouldn't go spending login points on these if you want/need other items. Our last 2 categories don't have a lot going for them, so let's blitz through them. In the 1000 category, the patio design plans are here as usual. These allow you to turn the second floor of your mockhouse into an outdoor area, as you'll be seeing on screen right now. The only other items in this category are the Caliber Ring and the Facility Ring, these being 3 charge, 150% bonus experience and capacity point rings respectively. And for your 1500 points, we have our usual Land God pops, the Savoury Shank that pops King Behemoth, the Sweet Tea for popping Nidhogg, and the Red Pondweed for popping Aspidoshalon. Personally, I'll be spending my points on any trusts I'm missing, Cool Mount, and then XP and capacity point rings. That'll be it, since I will be battering that and have been so far. What about you guys? Anything jumping out at you that you really want to get? Obviously trusts will be covered in another video as I've previously mentioned. So there we go, your May 2018 login campaign breakdown, minus the trusts. Like I said, they're coming very shortly. I hope this has helped you make an informed decision on what you want to spend your points on. If you still have any, that is. If it has been of help or you've enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. It does great things for the video and the channel as a whole, and is always massively appreciated. If you want to see more videos like this or just Final Fantasy XI in general, don't forget to click the subscribe button. For now, I've been Bairdos. This has been Final Fantasy XI. You take it easy, have a good day. Adios.